Hey guys, it's Gamby5874, and today we're going to be unboxing the Razer Vespula as well as the Razer Naga 2012 edition. This isn't going to be a full-on review, it's more going to be a first impressions and unboxing video. Just for these, I do plan on releasing a full review, at least of the Razer Naga. The Vespula doesn't require much. So, starting with the Vespula, of course, typical Razer. The packaging looks wonderful, as always, as with all of their products. No complaints there. It was kind of annoying to open, but I suck with any tapes, with any packaging, so just have a little knife thing. They do kind of do it conveniently where there's a little lift tab. I noticed that during unboxing the Razer Naga, but not the Vespula. Anyway, this is a dual-sided mouse pad, and basically its whole selling purpose here is that there's a speed surface and a control surface, as well as the gel pad for wrist comfort and support. Now, the gel pad, first of all, a lot of people complain they don't want that there. It's not attached, so you can remove it. You can put it on top if you want. It kind of acts like a double gel pad for your wrist, as well as kind of keeping the Vespula in place. So you could keep it, you could flip it around so it's on top, it's not on your wrist, or you could just take it off. Or if you really want, you could cut it off, but I don't see why you would ruin the product like that. But anyway, the two surfaces, there's a clear difference. The speed side is smooth. The control surface is a lot more rugged, and you can tell it's kind of groundier, if that makes sense. From playing around with it a little bit, I haven't found much of a difference. It seems to be more of a feel difference rather than actual performance, but I haven't tried it in many games yet, so I don't know if there is a huge difference or not. There probably will be, depending on how sensitive you are with your mouse pads, but I really don't care because I play on beds and textbooks and whatnot all the time, so that doesn't matter to me. On each four corners, there's like this green little thing that both adds, for the looks of it, looks pretty cool, as well as keeping it in place on a surface. They act as little feet, and it helps, do what it does. It just stays in place. If you like larger mouse pads, this is larger than most. Well, maybe not most, but it is a rather large one in my opinion compared to a lot of mouse pads. But it's not like they're giant desk wide ones, but it does provide more than a full wrist rotation, assuming you have normal or slightly larger wrists. You do have ample room for that. But if you are a fan of those longer ones, they do sell them, so the Vespula isn't for everyone, but like I said, it's very portable, easy to use. It's hard, it's not flimsy, so if you don't want to use it on a flat surface, if you're like on a couch or something, you could easily use that there, and it still provides enough mouse paddage for that. But anyway, let's go on to the Razer Naga. Again, packaging looks awesome, looks pretty sick for this one actually. This is the 2012 edition, so it's not the Naga Epic, which is the optional wireless one. This is just the revamped original, basically. So typically, or like always, around the box just has all the different specs about it. Basically everything it says online, nothing's different. It shows you basically everything about it, just gives you a little more information. As with the Vespula, inside it comes with a manual and everything, as well as the two stickers. I didn't mention that earlier, but it does come with that. So now the Naga, of course, if you're watching this, you know it has the 12 number pad on the side, as well as two buttons behind the scroll wheel, as well as the left, right, middle click, or the scroll wheel click, plus the left, right scroll wheel. So there are a bunch of buttons, 17 buttons total, or at least 17 extra buttons. So once you open the packaging, it's fairly simple. Just take it out, plug it in. Now you'll see in a little bit when I open it, but the wire is not just like typical, like AC adapter wire for most laptops. It's actually braided, so you're not going to have much of an issue with that there. I have read, a few people complaining about having certain mouse pads that are made out of clothy material that kind of over time starts fraying both the mouse pad and the Naga cord, but you shouldn't have that problem, especially if you're using the Vespula like we talked about earlier. But either way, it's very high quality. It's not going to rip easily, at least, and it's a lot more durable than any normal cord would be. So on the bottom, you have the little gliding feet. They did improve the locations on this from the original Naga, so it does slide a little easier. It's a lot nicer, as well as the switch to change it from your 1 through equal key on the top row above, QWERTY, or to act as the number pad. And now I'm not going to go into the program and all that, but we'll go into that. Well, I'll go into that next video, which reviews all that. But this is just initial. You could just choose it to be one of those, and it can do that at its most basic value, at least. So once you plug it in, it does have the green backlighting. You cannot change that. It's green permanent. The Razer Naga Epic, which you can buy, that one you could change to basically any color that you want, but this one is stuck to green, which I don't mind because, Razer's brand color is basically green, even though a lot of their products are blue. So on the side, another new thing about the 2012 edition is that it has the replaceable, or interchangeable rather, sides for your pinky side of the mouse. Now, I tried all of them. I like the original one that it came with. It's a lot wider. If you saw when I opened the Vespula, I was using a Logitech Anywhere Mouse MX, which is pretty tiny. I like small mice. But I do like this. It's pretty wide. It's the widest of the 3 options, but it gives you a lot more support. And you do have the other 2 changeable. Whenever I replace each one, it basically felt like a different mouse. So you won't have an issue with how the mouse feels. You'll definitely like it. You'll like one of them. I personally found the other 2 to just kind of be a little more awkward to hold. But yeah, so that's basically it with the mouse. At least at face value, it feels nice. There's like a kind of matte finishing on top, which is a lot nicer than glossy finishing because we all know those can get kind of gross at times. But stay tuned for my next video when I go in depth into the software, programming, and how it functions on games. So make sure you subscribe to stay in touch with that and check back later. Thanks for watching. Bye.